Please welcome Meha Mohammad.
Hi, guys. This is my first time speaking in front of people, so please bear with me a little bit. So, I'm 10 years old, and I'm at the door with my parents, and we just moved into a new house. And they're getting ready to go out to the mosque. My parents are immigrants, so they came from Iran and Iraq, and I was born a few years after they came to Canada. And so, a lot of things I had to do for them. They didn't know English, and so I had to translate a lot. So they would tell the kids, learn English, come home and teach it to us. So they wanted us to speak English at home. My dad was a very thrifty guy. Even though he didn't speak the language, we would go to the grocery store and he would still try to negotiate there, and I would be his spokesperson. And my mom was very quiet and reserved. My friend was over, and Zainab looks at me while they're still there, and she's like, I have something to show you later. And I know that means when they've left. My siblings are much older than me, and they've gone out of the house now. And so they leave and get ready, and we're home alone. She pulls out of her backpack the DVD of the movie It. This is the old school It. And because I learned English from television, I had never seen this movie. I've seen it once before at my mother's friend's house. She had seen a clown on the cover and thought, this is probably appropriate for children. Let me just put this on. And so I was really excited to see it because I was able to watch all TV that I wanted. I was watching like Comedy Central and Cinemax at night and things that are completely inappropriate for a 10-year-old to be watching. So I was really excited because I finally get to see this movie again. So we go down into the basement, and it's an older house, so it does creak a little bit. We go down and we turn on the lights just at the stairs, so in case we need a snack, we can still go upstairs and get a snack and not be afraid. But we dim all the other lights, and we're sitting in front of the big screen TV, and we start playing the movie. And it's pretty tame, it's amping up. It's not very scary in the beginning. And then you reach a point where the sheet goes up, and there's a little girl on a tricycle, and then the sheet goes down, and then the sheet goes up again, and then there's a clown, and then we hear something, not from the movie. And so we pause it, and I look at her. And now she's a year younger than me, so I'm the boss. Right. 1 year is a big deal. I'm 10, she's 9. So she looks to me, and I'm like, did we hear something? Was it something? I'm not sure. Maybe it was our mind playing tricks on us. We're not supposed to be watching this movie. We snuck it here. So we listen for a moment. And then for sure, we hear a shh and a slam. The door definitely closed. 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt, I heard that door close. So I look at her, and I'm like, go turn off the lights. I turn off the DVD player, and right beside the staircase is a walk-in closet. So all the lights are off, and we go into the walk-in closet, and I'm holding on for dear life to her hand. I'm like, I can do this. I'm the first Canadian in my family. I can take anything. I am the future of this family. Nothing is gonna get me. And I look at her, and I'm like, okay, we're okay. It was probably nothing, I don't hear anything now. And we're staying there what feels like forever. I feel like my stomach has fallen out of my butt 3 times already. She's still grasping onto my arm, and I can feel that there's no circulation there anymore. And I'm like, okay, I am the future of this family. If we're sitting here, we're just sitting prey. We're in an enclosed room. Someone can just come down the stairs and kill us. And then for a moment, I'm thinking, what if those kids at school were right, and I do live in a murder home? I thought they were just messing with me. I'm the new kid, somebody died in your house. I'm like, yeah, right. Somebody died in my house. Whatever. I've seen TV. I know who you are. You're the mean girl. And I look at her and I'm like, okay, we gotta get out of here. If we're here, they're just gonna kill us. And she's like, are you crazy? You can go out there and I'll be here. You can go check it out and then come back and get me. And I'm like, I have enough courage to do this, but not enough courage to do this alone. So I'm like, no, come on, we can do this. I'll go first and you can be behind me. And that way, if somebody is out there, they'll kill me and you can get away. And I'm thinking, well, I've always wanted to be on TV, but not like this. So I'm looking around, if we're gonna do this, we need weapons. So I grab a badminton racket and a pencil for jabbing, and I'm ready. So we walk out, and it's still dark, and I can see a little crack of light when you turn to the right, and you see the staircase, and she's holding on for dear life, grasping onto my shoulder and in my armpit. And I'm talking about what I'm doing so that she calms down a little bit and so that I calm down a little bit, I'm gonna go upstairs now. It's probably nothing, I'm sure it's fine. And so I go towards the stairs, and our stairs are an L-shaped, and I've seen a lot of television. I know for sure that someone is gonna be behind this wall. If there was somebody in my house, somebody was gonna be behind this wall. So I creep up the stairs, and I'm like, okay, I'm the future of this family. I can do this. I'm gonna swing my racket around the wall. If someone's there, I'm gonna get them. So I go up, and I swing, and then we both kind of fall down a little bit, but not too loud. Just like comical, like, oh, okay, we stumbled a little bit, but we're good. Good, nobody's there. First obstacle down. We creep up the stairs, and it's an old house, so if somebody were to move, I would hear it. I would be able to hear a creak, a footstep, something, a moan, anything. I'm listening and I'm thinking to myself, I wish I had changed my underwear. So I creep open the door a little bit, and I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna make a sound. It's gonna be a sound large enough that, someone's gonna hear it and they're gonna come towards the sound. It's an old house. I'm gonna be able to hear something. So I creep open the door, and nothing. No sound, nothing. I'm listening. She's holding on to my ankle. And I whisper down to her, I'm like, you gotta let go if you want me to go. And she's like, but what if it's something? I'm like, even if it is something, what are we gonna do, die on the stairs? Okay. I still have the badminton racket in my hand, my trusty pencil for jabbing. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna go upstairs. And then we jump out, we look around, we start turning on all the lights. We go into the kitchen first, all the lights are on, I'm looking around, and I'm like using the badminton racket to flip things over. There's a big cabinet, so I'm like, okay, maybe they're hiding in another room behind the cabinet. Let's just walk around the whole house. We go into the next room, and every room we walk in, we kind of jump into, We turn on all the lights. And now, of course, we don't go back downstairs to watch the movie because too many things have happened at this point. And we're talking about it. I know I heard a sound. Something was there. For sure, the door opened. And I'm telling her about what happened at school because she doesn't go to the same school as me. And I'm like, what if it isn't a ghost? We should try to talk to it. She tells me that I'm crazy and that she wants to go home. But of course, her parents don't have cell phones. This was a long time ago. So we're sitting there where there's 3 exits, easy to leave at any point in time. And we're waiting. And she's looking at me Like, I gotta be the boss here and I gotta make a decision. I was like, don't worry, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna put on cable TV. We're gonna watch The Simpsons. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. She's like, I'm not allowed to watch that. Don't worry. Nobody's here. They're not gonna know. And then suddenly, the door opens. And I know immediately it's my dad, because as soon as he walks in, he groans. He goes, ah. My mom walks in and she says salam, because that's what you do. Arabs, they walk in, the first thing they say is salam. And I feel suddenly this just relief. You know, I don't have to be the boss anymore. Everything's gonna be okay. And I run up to my parents and I tell them, somebody came into the house. The door opened. Somebody was here. You know, we were downstairs and something happened and someone is here. And then I walked around the house and I'm still holding a pencil and a badminton racket in my hand because I'm not sure who was gonna come to the door. I was still a little bit scared. And they look at me and they're like, well, what were you gonna do with the badminton racket and the pencil? And I told them I was gonna protect the family. You know, we just bought this house. I was gonna protect it for you guys. I got you. My dad told me, you know what? You know, while we were at the mosque, someone stole my shoes. So I came home to get shoes so I could go out for a smoke. And I looked at him, because he's just as dramatic as I am. And I told him, you're a liar. You're just saying this so that I'll calm down. You're 100% lying to me. And I look at my mom, because she's his hype girl. For confirmation, I was like, Mom, did this really happen? Did he really leave? Is that what he did? She tells me, that's what happened. I can't believe it. Someone stole his shoes. And I was like, well, it seems like you were at a very dangerous place to begin with. Who is stealing shoes at this mosque? We should be worried about where you were. And after I finish saying this, they say, you know, Zainab's parents are still outside. She's been standing behind me this entire saying, yeah, it really happened. I was there. It was real. And she goes out to meet her parents. And then, you know, my mom comes and makes a big meal, because that's what she does. You know, she makes big food to calm us all down. And my dad comes in and gives me a hug. He's like, don't worry, everything's okay. And he whispers in my ear, you know, electricity's expensive. Go turn off the lights. That's my story.